This is a bit unconventional, and I want to do this. But, hello everybody, it's Tom, and welcome to something not video related, not Let's Play related, or not like another challenge, which I might still do those. But, I want this to go up tomorrow on Pokemon Day. Like, that's what I want it to go up on. I want to spend at least, like, 5-10 minutes talking about, like, my history with Pokemon. I want to just do that. I want to spend some time just like, okay, this is the picture of all the sprites for Gen 1. But I want to spend some time talking about my, like, I've mentioned it a couple times, my time playing Pokemon. I've done it plenty of times in the Let's Play, but I want to do it some more. So expect this not to be long, too long, but like 5-10 minutes long. It's not something that you have to watch. It's not mandatory to watch. It's just I want to get this out there. I want to, for Pokemon Day tomorrow, for Pokemon being 20 years old and pretty much in my life, my entire life I've known Pokemon. I've played Pokemon for my entire life. It's been just a part of me. I get it. The thing is, okay, I started playing, as I mentioned on my Let's Play, playing Pokemon Blue and Red and Yellow. I do admit I only have a copy of Red and Yellow now. I think it was the copy of Blue that I gave to someone at school in high school because they wanted to play it. I should have given them a copy of my Red because Blue was the one I had more memories on, but that's why I'm playing Blue now. But I still have it. I still have my Game Boy Color. But yeah, I won. I played it so many times. Game Boy Color thing, and then I had that. The one thing with the Game Boy Color was you couldn't see the backlight. So like the struggle of playing a Game Boy Color in the car in the dark, just playing by streetlight, was probably the hardest. It was probably the biggest struggle of playing early Pokemon. Same thing with playing Gold, Silver, and Crystal. I have a copy of Gold and Crystal, actually. I lost my copy of Silver. I think it's in, like, I got this bin in my closet that I've yet to sort through. It's been, like, 12, 13 years since I've touched it. Silver, as far as I know, could be in there. It could be in that bin. All these years I could have it. But I still have my copy of Gold and Crystal. Now, when it comes to, because this is not a Let's Play, I can just sit and talk. When it comes to third generation, I played Sapphire. I had Sapphire for as long as I could be on my Game Boy Advance SP. I did not have the regular Game Boy Advance. I had the SP, so the flip one. It looked like a flip phone. I had that, and it was fun. Sapphire, I don't remember having like memories with Sapphire like that well. The only thing I can remember Sapphire is I remember I had this clear backpack. It's still in my room, I think. Just a clear see-through backpack that it would be like the backpack I carried every time I went up to my. Sorry, I turned off the mic for a second. I carried it every time I went up to my grandparents. Like it had my Game Boy in it because I would just sit there and play in the car on the way there. Now I have a smartphone, so I could just do that. But I would. I remember one time I was over at my mom's side, and my mom came like back from like my dad's side with my cousin from like my one side, and he's like, "Do you have that Pokemon game, the blue one?" Like, what? So I actually pulled out Sapphire. I think I might have been had my 3DS or my DS at the time, and I gave it to my cousin who was like 7 at the time and who was into Pokemon, and I've never gotten that copy back. I don't know what he did with it. I think he's moved on from Pokemon, but he was into it when he was like 7. But then Generation 4 came along, and really should have just done pictures of each generation, but oh well. Generation 4 came along. I don't remember how I got my copy of Diamond, but I do definitely remember my copy of getting Platinum, and that was, I was in a Toys R Us when it came out, or either, Platinum's nearly 10 years old now, I think. So, we were at a Toys R Us and I begged my dad to buy Platinum. like, I begged him, like, can I get this game? He ended up buying it for me. And then, so I remember, Platinum was probably one of my favorite Pokemon games of all time. If not my favorite Pokemon game. Heart Gold's up there, which is a remake. That was the one I pre-ordered. I remember pre-ordering Heart Gold, I think, or just bought it. 5th generation, I think I pre-ordered Black. I don't remember if I pre-ordered Black, but then I know I definitely pre-ordered Black too. So I had both of those. Like, I remember running out to go get Black. Thing was, Black 2 came out like on a Monday or a Saturday or Sunday, and it was I was going up to school. Then instead of stopping off at GameStop on the way there, I came up to school, dropped off my stuff from my car, and then ran out to the mall to go get the game. Because GameStop has like that 3-day pre-order thing. X and Y, I don't think I've mentioned this. I know I've mentioned maybe, but with X and Y, I had pre-ordered it the moment it came out. I had like the moment, or like, well, probably a week after the Nintendo Direct. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go pre-order this. So I ran out to my GameStop at home, and I'm like, can I pre-order X or Y? And I'm like, sure. So I didn't know about that. Like, I didn't know much about them, so I pre-ordered X, and then when the time came in October, it was like I was home for like fall break, so I like ran out that Friday or that and bought it, or maybe it was the Monday, and bought both of them. I'm like, screw it, I'll buy both of them. And then I definitely pre-ordered Alpha Sapphire. I remember that. I remember pre-ordering Alpha Sapphire. But and then I'll probably get Sun or Moon. I'm leaning towards Moon, but I will not pre-order anything until I know which one I want. Until I know details behind everything and what I want, that's when I'll get it. But I've mentioned in that, like, in Blue, I've had the level 100 Blastoise, which is right here. Blastoise is right there. I actually probably will remove the mouse. But, like, I have so much memory. Like, Pokemon's been a part of my life for... I'm 22. It's been a part of my life for 17 years. Like, because it came out in 98, and I was 5 then. So, it's been a part of my life for 17 years, and it'll continue. Like, if I have kids, I'll pass it down to them. I'll get them to play the originals, and then play the newest ones. Or play the newest ones, and then make them go back and play the originals. Because I will still continue that Game Boy Color. My Game Boy Color will always be a part of me. It's just... It's a classic. It's nostalgia. It's just... To me, Pokemon is like one of those things that I think will never go away. As long as there's a market that kids want, there's a market for it and kids want it, it will stay. It will last. That's what I think. I think Pokemon will be around for a while. It'll keep being passed to generation to generation. But it's pretty much what I want to just talk about, like my experience with each generation, and Pokemon in general. Like, I've seen most of the movies. I think I've missed 3, 4, and some of the recent ones. But the games have just I've always had a copy of each generation. Like, okay, I never had a copy of like Fire Red, Leaf Green, or like the opposite games. Like, I'll buy one, except for the first 2 generations. I had each game, but like I had Sapphire over Ruby. I didn't have Emerald. I had Diamond over Pearl and Platinum. I had Heart Gold over Soul Silver. I did not have Fire Red or Leaf Green in Gen 3. I had Black over White, Black 2 over White 2, and I had X and Y, which, okay, and then I had Alpha Sapphire over Omega Ruby. But yeah, I just wanted to, okay, it's ended up being like 10 minutes, but I wanted to do this for Pokemon, and I want just to end this by saying, happy birthday, Pokemon. It's hard to believe that you're 20 years old. You're nearly as old as me. But, hashtag Pokemon 20, because that's all year long. But, yes, happy birthday, Pokemon. I don't know where my life would have been without you in sports. But Pokemon has been there in my life pretty much the entire time. So yeah, happy birthday, Pokemon, and I will see you back in the Let's Plays.